Hi everyone, so today I'm here with my June book haul. Now majority of these books are on my Kindle, but I do have 5 which are physical copies. I did go to New York recently. I actually just came back yesterday and I left on Thursday last week. So 2 of the books I bought there while I was there. 3 books I got before I travelled, and then the Kindle books I got to read on the plane. So yeah, I'm dead excited to show you all these books. All of them sound amazing and I'm just dead excited for them. So I'm just going to show you the 3 books I got before I went away. This was like a week before I went away. And the first one that I have is Watchmen by Ellen Moore and Dave Gibbons. And I'm just so excited for this book. It says it's one of Time Magazine's best novels of all time, which is pretty rare for a comic book, you know. Best novels, they've got some amazing ones on there. You don't expect a comic book. I don't know what edition it is, but I know it's a special edition because this one contains, it says it features high quality recoloured pages found in Watchmen, the Absolute Edition, with sketches never before seen, extra bonus material and a new introduction by Dave Gibbons. It is quite big, this book. It's like over 400 pages and that's without the bonus content. But I'm just dead excited for it. I believe it's a bind-up of all the comic books they did for this. I'm just dead excited. I remember being at school, my art teacher telling me he loved Watchmen. I don't think he read the books, but he saw the film and said it was one of his favourites of all time, hands down. He loved it, and wherever I go and I check up reviews and stuff of this book, everyone seems to love it. So I just can't wait to get into this at some point this year. I don't know too much about it. I did try watching the film but couldn't get into it. I believe, isn't it about some like superheroes or something? I might be wrong, I don't know. The next book that I've got is also a graphic novel comic book. And this is V for Vendetta by Alan Moore and David Lloyd. You can sort of see a theme. 2 Alan Moore books. But V for Vendetta is also one that I heard is a classic and that everyone loves it, and the covers for these just look amazing. They look beautiful on my shelves and I just can't wait to get to them. This one I also don't know much about. From what I believe, from what I've heard, I think it's about England, like it's set in England and it's about like how they've given themselves over to fascism, and it says this groundbreaking story captures both the suffocating nature of life in an authoritarian police state and the redemptive power of the human spirit which rebels against it. So I believe it's about like politics and how stuff's going on in England and stuff, and I'm just dead excited to read it. I love that these graphics, the colour palette isn't like, it just touches the colour and it's very subtle and just like pastel colours, and they're really nice. And I've just heard nothing but good things about the storyline and the characters. So yeah, can't wait to get to this at some point this year. The next book that I've got is from one of my favourite authors of all time, hands down. And that is Midnight Crossroads by Charlaine Harris. I've read the Sookie Steakhouse series by her and I absolutely loved it, apart from the final book, which I've actually had for over a year now. I bought last year in May when it first came out, and I just haven't picked it up because that series has been so much part of my life and I've been collecting the books. I don't want it to finish because then it'll be over and I'll have no more Charlaine Harris to read, and I just love her, so I've been putting it off. But now her new book has come out and I know that it's going to be turned into a series. I can relax and I can read the final book and get it over with and just feel all the feels, and then pick up this one and feel new feels, and it'll just be amazing. From what I know about this book, it's about a town called Midnight in Texas, and that nobody ever stays there. People travel through Midnight, but they never really stay. And I think, you know, when you stay there, weird things start to happen. It says, from Charlaine Harris, the best-selling author who created Sookie Steakhouse and a world of Bon Temps, Louisiana, comes a darker story, one populated by more strangers than friends. But then, that's how the locals prepare it. Welcome to Midnight. I love the cover. It sounds amazing. I can't wait to get into Charlaine Harris's new book. I have tried to read some of her older works like the Lily Bard series and the Aura Tea Garden series, and I just can't seem to get into those, so I'll probably give them another try because I really want to. The next two books I got, one I bought while I was in New York because I had £20 left to spend. It was the final day and I could either get 2 paperbacks or 1 hardback. And I was thinking of getting Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, but as soon as I saw this one I had to get it, and that is What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This is, I believe, the companion novel to My Life Next Door. If you didn't already know, My Life Next Door is my favourite contemporary novel of all time. It was just amazing, so I had to get the second book. Even though they don't match in a sense that My Life Next Door is in paperback, this is in hardback, at least the spines match. This looks amazing. I'm only on page 48, but I'm loving it so far. I don't really know too much about it. And I love that with all Huntley Fitzpatrick's books, contemporaries are meant to be light, fluffy novels, but these have some darker undertones and you really feel all the feels. And the last one made me cry, so I'm probably going to be feeling the feels with this one. The next one I bought at the airport as I was leaving. In the airport I saw this and I just had to get it. It's been on my to be read list for a while and I can't remember what book recommended me this. On Goodreads I read a book and it like recommended this to me. I can't remember what, but it is The Enemy by Charlie Higson. It says The Closer Than You Think, and I believe this is based in London, and it's all about how everybody over the age of 14 gets a sickness. It says the sickness struck everyone over 14. First it twisted their minds, next it ravaged their bodies. Now they roamed the streets, crazed and hungry. Across a broken London, the young hide in gangs, scavenging to survive. They can see only one ending, till from across the city comes rumours of a safe house. To get there, they must face the enemy, the mindless killers who once promised to love and protect them. Can they trust each other long enough to make it out alive? So I believe like the ending bit, to get there, they must face the enemy, the mindless killers who promised to love and protect them. I believe that's their parents. Like, because they're over 14, they've all turned into like zombies, I believe. And it's all about trying to survive in a world. And I believe this is like a 5 or 6 book series. And this is the new UK cover. And I prefer them to the skulls. And it just looks and sounds amazing. I'm just dead excited for this one. Now onto the books that I've got on my Kindle. And I am just so excited to show you these. Some of them I got because they were like really cheap. Some I got because I remember doing a Secret Santa at Christmas on Goodreads. I got as gifts. But the rest I've got because I've just heard nothing but good things about them and everyone raves about them. So yeah. So the first book that I have, I can't show you the cover, but it is Vampire Academy by Michelle Mead. I'm 62% in. I bought it on my Kindle because it was only £3 and I thought, you know, I don't want to buy the box set if I don't like them, so I just try it out. And I'm loving the first book so far. I haven't picked it up since because I just haven't got round to, but I do plan to finish it this year and I absolutely love it and I love the characters and I just think, you know, the characters are just like so amazing and kick-ass, and yes, I'm just dead excited for this. The next one that I've got is Sea of Monsters by Percy Jackson. You can't see the cover because I've got the binder of all 5 novels on here because they were cheaper. It's like a special price. I'm 23% in. I'm like a couple of pages into Sea of Monsters. I read The Lightning Thief, I believe it was last year. Or maybe this year. No, this year. And I absolutely loved it. So I can't wait to pick up the Sea of Monsters and get into the series and the world because it was just so amazing and kick-ass and just action-packed. Okay. The next one that I have is Someone Like You by Sarah Dessen. I have got her book The Moon and More on my shelf. I've only read 40 pages and I haven't picked it up. That was just like to try it. But that sounded amazing, so I cannot wait to get to this. I've heard nothing but good things about Sarah Dessen, so I want to try and get into her books. The next 2 that I've got are ones that I got for Christmas from my Secret Santa on Goodreads. And the first one that I have is Wool, and this is by Hugh Howey, and this is the omnibus edition. I'm just dead excited for this. I've heard nothing but good things. I think because I read like The Hunger Games and The Maze Runner, this got recommended to me on Goodreads, so I just can't wait to get to it. I've heard it's action-packed and fast-paced. And the next one that my Secret Santa sent me, and it is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, and I believe this is turning into a series on Stars Originals or some TV channel in America. So hopefully it comes to England. I believe this is sort of based in Scotland somewhere, and it's all about years ago and like times then. I don't know, it just sounds amazing and I can't wait to get to it. I believe this may be historical fiction. I'm not quite sure, but I've heard nothing but good things, and the girl who sent it to me raved about it, said it's one of her favourites. The next one I got because it was free, and that is Water by Tara Harmony, and this is part of the Alaska series. I believe this is £2 or £3 now. The rest of the books are in the series, but I'm not quite sure what it's about. But when I did read the blurb at the time, it sounded amazing, so I'm looking forward to it. And the final books that I've got are book 1, 2 and 3 in the Immortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare. So I've got City of Bones, City of Ashes and City of Glass. And I can't wait to get to these since I've heard nothing but good things. And if I like them, I'll buy the box set. So that is the end of my June book haul. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if there's any of these books that you think I should read first, then please let me know, as they all just sound amazing and I don't know which one to start with first. So if there's one that you read and it was amazing and you liked it, then please let me know. And if you've got any book recommendations, if there's any books in my videos that you've seen and you think you've got a book that you like, which based on what I read you think I'd like, then please let me know. And if you've got any video suggestions, you know, if there's any book reviews or any tags you'd like me to do, then please comment down below and I'll get to doing one for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!